Hello everyone, my name is Randall and welcome to the fourth video in this HTML pack. And in this video we'll be creating HTML files with lists, in particular ordered and unordered lists, and later on we'll also be creating tables. So hopefully by the end of this video you will be able to create your own HTML files with a table. So as you can see here, the theme for this video is all about Welsh, in particular GCSE's Welsh revision material. So you can create your own HTML files that can aid you in your revision. So as we see in this section, we've got a table with items that are useful for giving personal details in Welsh. As you can see, we have examples in Welsh: enw, Bill Jones, oed, 23, byw, Abertawe, and so forth. And if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see there are exercises in Welsh. This exercise in particular is listed in order 1, 2, 3, 4, and then at the bottom we've got another exercise, but this time this list is unordered and it's denoted by the bullet points. So hopefully by the end of this video tutorial you will be able to create your own HTML files with tables and lists. Okay, so first of all, let's start with lists. Now you can create two forms of lists: unordered list, which is UL in HTML, or ordered list, which is denoted by OL in HTML. List items are denoted by LI, or we use the LI tag. Unordered lists are often listed in bullet points or small black circles, and ordered lists are listed with numbers by default. So here's an example. As you can see, ignoring the H2, this is just creating the heading or subheading. As we can see, we've got the UL tag being used here. Here's the start tag and the end tag, and everything in the middle we've got the LI tag, which stands for list items. So essentially what's happening here is we are saying that we're creating unordered lists, and inside that unordered list we've got list items, coffee, tea, and milk. And the same thing is happening for ordered lists. We've got OL tag, and inside the OL tag we've got list items, and we have the same items: coffee, tea, and milk. If we were to write this whole document and save it as a .html file, we would get this on the right hand side as an output. Okay, you've got an example of an ordered list: coffee, tea, and milk, and an example of an ordered list: coffee, tea, and milk. And the only difference between the two is the symbol on the left hand side. As you can see here, we've got bullet points, and here we've got numbers. The important thing to note is that whenever you want to add an item to any of your list, you need to use that LI tag. So let's say I wanted to add biscuits at the bottom of this UL list. I would click onto a new line and then type in LI biscuits and then close the LI tag. Okay, so if I show you the HTML file on the web browser, as you can see, it looks like this. Okay, if I open it up now through my text editor, As you've seen it on the slides, that's all you need to write to get that output. Now, as an activity, I would like you to pause this video and create a new HTML file with two different lists. One list should be an ordered list, the other an unordered list. Figure out from below which list should be ordered and which should be unordered. The first list should be a priority to-do list of things that you have to do today. And the second list is a list of games you have at home or on your phone. These could be console games or mobile apps, etc. The important thing is you need to figure out which one should be ordered and which one should not be ordered. Okay, so hopefully you were able to figure out that the ordered list should be this to-do list, where it is ordered in terms of priority of the things that you have to do today. And the second list, which is an unordered list, is the list of games. There's no need for your list of games to be in order. All you are doing is listing what games you have. With ordered list, you are able to change what kind of ordered list it will be. So remembering back to HTML tags with attributes, as you can see here, we can change the attribute or the behavior of our ordered lists depending on the attribute we give it. As you can see here, this ordered list is given the attribute type equals 1, which is the default numbering system, 1, 2, 3. If we were to change the attribute to type capital A, then the list will be in an order in uppercase alphabetical letters. If it's type equals lower a, then it's lowercase alphabetical letters. If it's type capital I, then it's in order of capitalized Roman numerals. If it's lowercase I, it is lowercase Roman numerals. The important thing to remember here are the quotation marks. Do not forget to have them in, and the fact that the attribute is inside the star tag of the OL, the ordered list tag. As an activity, I would like you to pause the video here and create 3 different ordered lists, each with a different ordered list type. The first list should be a list of your favorite drinks, your most favorite being at the top of the list. The second list is a list of things which you would describe yourself as, e.g., I am quite adventurous, I love going to new places outside. The third list should be a list of things that you dislike. For example, I don't like being caught in the rain, etc. Okay, so hopefully you were able to create those 3 different ordered lists using the examples we've provided here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to creating tables. Tables in HTML uses these 4 HTML tags. The table tag, TR tag, which stands for table row, the TH tag, which stands for table header, and the TD tag, which stands for table data. So first of all, the table tag is the tag that you use first. Similar to the body and head tags, you use the table tag to tell the HTML file that you are creating a table. Next, you create table rows, so you specify how many rows are going to be in your table using the tr tag. After that, you define table headers. So if I go back to this example I showed you from the start, table headers are these here. So they are the headings or the headers for your tables. And you use the tag th for that. And for each item or data or cell in your table, we use the table data tag. Now, what does this look like if I open up this HTML table? Okay, as an output, we've got 3 headers: first name, last name, and age. And we've got 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. And inside each row, we've got Bob Jones 35, Alice Robinson 64, Mark Williams 24. Okay. Now, what does that look like if we edit the HTML file? It looks like this. As you can see, we start with the table. We're telling HTML that we're creating a table. Okay. Next, we're defining how many rows are going to be in our table. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first row is filled with table headers. So the headers are first name, last name, and age. So if I open this side to side, I can explain a bit better. Okay, so as you can see, the first row. So the first row, first name, last name, age. The second row is Bob Jones 35, Bob Jones 35. The third row is Alice Robinson 64, Alice Robinson 64. So the way it works is, think about it in rows. You are writing the information one row at a time. The second row then is created. Okay, Bob Jones 35. Then the third row, Alice Robinson 64. And then finally the fourth row. So when creating tables, it is less confusing if you think about the fact that you're creating a row at a time. So as an example, if I delete all the other rows and just have that one row there, if I save that and refresh, I am first creating that first row. And what I can do is I can copy and paste this table row, add a new table row, and change it to Bob Jones. Let's say Bob Jones is 27. But remember that the difference between table heading or table headers and table data is that the headings will always be in bold. So if I was to refresh this, as you can see, Bob Jones is in bold. And we don't want that. We only want the first row to be in bold because they're the headers. So what we need to do is we need to change all of these to table data TD. Okay, so now if I save that and I click refresh, there we go. We can start creating a bigger and larger table. So if I do Alice Robinson, she's 29, click save, and as you can see, we can keep building up our table. Okay, so for your final activity, I would like you to pause the video and create a table which contains 3 columns. Each column contains 3 rows. The first column is about music/songs. The second column is the artist/band who made those songs. And the third column is the number of times you've listened to that particular song. Okay, so hopefully you had enough time to create your tables filled with these elements. Now, to demonstrate what you should hopefully have at the end of this video, I will open up this file. As an example, I've got table headers, song, artist, and number of times played, and my table data is Aladdin, A Whole New World by these guys and played 1,011 times. And I've got Beauty and the Beast, played 5,891 times. Then we've got Frozen, Let It Go, which was played 2 million plus times. Now if I open this up, as you can see, we have successfully created our HTML table, but you might have a table that looks like this, depending on how long your song titles are and all of your other elements. It might be the case that it's not really structured in a nice way. It looks a bit messy. But all of that in terms of styling and how to make your tables look nicer and your HTML files better will be shown in the 5th video in this series. So look out for that video where we will be looking at styling and adding color and changing fonts to our HTML. So yes, hopefully you're able to enjoy this video and understand how to create lists and tables. Look out for the last video in this series where we will be adding color and borders and all that fun stuff to our HTML files.